Good evening. I am Walter Sampson, principal of Cortez High School, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the class of 2020 graduation.
Good evening, students, families, and staff. I'm Giovanni Diaz, and I am here to welcome you to the 60th annual Cortez High School graduation ceremony. I want to start off by saying congratulations. We did it. 4 years ago, we entered the gates of Cortez, nervous and excited to see what high school would bring. Our first day was spent looking for our classrooms and trying to avoid the upperclassmen. As time progressed, we experienced our first football game, homecoming, assemblies, and much more. We began to join clubs and sports in an effort to fit in and discover who we wanted to be. Then came sophomore year. Most of it was pretty much feeling grown, but still being underclassmen, so I will go ahead and skip this year for everybody's sake. After the awkwardness of sophomore year, we had finally become the upperclassmen we once feared. Our responsibilities on campus became greater, and more was expected from us. We attended our first prom, not knowing that it would also be our last. Which leads me to senior year. Senior year began with energy and optimism that this year would be the greatest one yet. We wanted to experience everything that seniors should: senior nights, homecoming and pride assemblies, senior prom, and of course, our graduation. Most of these became a reality for us, while some we never got to experience. We are one of the toughest classes that Cortez has ever seen, and have endured so much, and I am sorry that we have to celebrate through a computer screen. As Barack Obama once said, "The future rewards those who press on," and that's what we'll do. Thank you, Cortez, and the class of 2020 for making these past 4 years the best of my life.
Hello, class of 2020. I would like to start my speech by thanking all those who guided us throughout our high school experience. Teachers, faculty, parents, grandparents, and other family. I know for me, I wouldn't be on this stage without them, so thank you. I would have never imagined giving my high school speech during a time like this, and I would have never even imagined our senior year ending the way it did. But I think it's times like these that define us as a class. We're strong, clearly and undeniably Cortez strong. I never really took Cortez strong to heart and always thought it was something Mr. Galbraith would scream at us because he's Mr. Galbraith, but I now know the meaning. Our class has endured some of the hardest circumstances. This year alone, we lost our prom, our senior countdown, our physical graduation, and time with our friends. With all these losses, we never surrendered, never. Where most would quit and pout, we continue to strive and move toward our goals. We continue to be Cortez strong. Although we'll never get the full senior experience, we made our losses our gains, and this natural persistence will lead us to the brightest futures that Cortez has ever seen. Brian Pham is going to be a surgeon, Paul Ramirez, a professional soccer player, Gracia Valdez, an accountant, James McCune, a cybersecurity engineer, Carolina Lopez, a psychiatrist, Rotimi Odenai, a doctor, Ernesto Burgos, an entrepreneur, Daniel Vega, a marine biologist, and the list goes on. I have no doubt that our class will make their dreams into reality, so dream big. Lastly, I wanted to overshadow the uncertain times with the wholesome, like the elote man and food and coffee runs with our friends, Hoko with the lights on, front row seats to UFC fights at our Hoko and assembly, old lady cheerleaders, and the most epic senior ditch day, and a double spring break sophomore year. Finally, I'd like to end my speech with some advice, most notably summarized by the words of the professionally obnoxious philosopher Galbraith.
Win it, get it, come on, pound the rock.
It is an incredible honor to be speaking on behalf of the Cortez class of 2020 today. I would like to begin by thanking, with the utmost sincerity, all those that have supported us on this journey: teachers, staff, faculty, friends, and family. Our successes thus far would not be attainable without their encouragement and support. 4 years ago, we came to Cortez eager and nervous to become acquainted with new faces around us, finding the right clique and fitting in. Equally, we were eager to become acquainted with the taste of Cortez spirit and pride as we experienced our first sports assembly, football game, homecoming, Pride Week, Galbraith's Win the Day reminders, and of course, the dodgeball tournament. Little did we know of the transformation that lied ahead of us and the significance of our graduating year. Sophomore year, we had learned how to control the reins and became the wise fools. We thought of ourselves highly, glad that we weren't just freshmen in others' eyes anymore. Our friendships became solidified, and we were beginning to be noticed by others around campus. We finally felt that we were a part of the Cortez family. Junior year, we became cognizant that half of our high school career had passed us. We became the role models of campus for the underclassmen and began to think about our future plans as the need to do so came near. With great responsibilities came great privileges, including the chance to finally attend prom. Our limits were tested, evident with the countless all-nighters and gallons of Starbucks and Dutch that we had drank that year. However, we rose from the adversaries and proved ourselves to be persistent and capable, more eager than ever to become seniors. Senior year finally came, the year that we had all been waiting for. We became sharper, brighter, wittier, stronger, and perhaps better looking in comparison to our freshman ID and yearbook pictures. We savored the Cortez spirit and pride, sports assemblies, football games, homecoming, Pride Week, Galbit's Window Day reminders, and of course, the dodgeball tournament, all for one last time. 2020, a new decade, a new start, a new beginning. This is what we all thought to ourselves when the new year hit. A young yet significant flame had ignited within us with the prospect of great things to come. News of COVID-19 slowly creeped up, but we remained focused and eager towards prom and graduation at GCU. Events intensified, and we soon found out that these events would be seized from us. Our senior year was cut short, and our internal flame combusted as our long-awaited anticipations were no longer attainable. However, slowly but surely, we regained our strength and spirit, not only the Cortez spirit this time, but also the unified spirit of the class of 2020 across the nation. We remained positive and found ways to spread happiness and hope and remain connected in a time of isolation. Indeed, we have proved ourselves to the world our tenacity and strength. Our class will forever be a shining beacon of endurance, will, capability, optimism, and excellence for others to seek and follow. As Winston Churchill once said, "Now, this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning." As I let these words sink into you, I encourage you all to look forward to the future and never stop persevering towards your dreams. This is only the beginning of our lives, a mere flicker of what is to come. I am so proud of you all for reaching this incredible milestone, but there are many still to look forward to. Thank you.
Cortez High School confers its highest academic honors by designating the top 1% as graduates of highest distinction. I am pleased to present William Charters and Brian Pham. Gentlemen, we acknowledge and applaud your remarkable achievements. Students holding the designation of high distinction are those graduates within the top 3% of their class. Demarius Hernandez Aldez, Mai Nguyen, Fate Ilias, Gracia Valdez Medina, and James McCune. The class of 2020 has been the leaders that maintained an outstanding NJROTC unit, performed in dance, band, choir, orchestra, and drama, while others have applied their skills in welding, coding, film and TV, 3D design, and art. Many of you have been involved in our district and state-recognized student council. Many more have been involved in the athletic program, which led the boys soccer team to a state quarterfinals and runners competing in the state cross-country meet. If that wasn't enough, all of you have been involved in community service, helping your community by reading to elementary students, collecting food, holding a holiday party for third graders, and participating in individual service projects throughout the year. The class of 2020 has been influential in helping Cortez be recognized nationally and as one of Arizona's best high schools by U.S. News and World Report. Seniors, you are champions. You possess the knowledge that prepares you to make a difference. Before you begin on your new quests and take on new challenges, I want you to stop and take a moment to reflect on your unique high school experience. No other graduating class has experienced and endured not one, but two extended interruptions in their schooling during your sophomore and senior year. It is only natural to reflect on the things lost and missed. They are important, and I regret not being able to hold these for you. Rather, take a moment and reflect upon those who inspired you, challenged you, and just wouldn't give up on you. Think about that teacher, sponsor, coach, who held you and themselves to high standards and expectations. They worked tirelessly to help you achieve in and out of the classroom. They taught you to never be satisfied with okay. Remember the creed that you heard each and every day. Win the day. No matter how hard the task is or how bad the day's going. Never give up and always do your best. Dream big. Your future is what you want to make it. Congratulations, seniors. You have achieved the first of many of life's accomplishments. It is now my honor to introduce the Glendale Union High School District Governing Board President, Ms. Pam Rikes, who will share a few remarks and accept the Cortez High School graduates of 2020.
Good evening. My name is Pam Rikes, and I am the president of the Governing Board for the Glendale Union High School District. On behalf of the entire board, it is my pleasure to congratulate the class of 2020 from Cortez High School. We know you've worked extremely hard to be where you are today, and we are so proud of you. And at this time, as a member of the Governing Board of the Glendale Union High School District, and by the authority vested in me by the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona, I accept and confirm that the students who have met all graduation requirements will receive diplomas. Mr. Sampson, please present the class of 2020.
We have all waited for this moment to arrive, and now that it's here, it's not what we expected. I'm sure we could all vision ourselves walking across the stage with our families in the audience cheering us on. I'm so sorry that we had to experience our graduation like this during the pandemic. I know it can feel so discouraging, but we all tried our hardest and we still made it. We pushed forward to meet this early milestone, which in normal times should be recognized as a huge accomplishment. I hope that this whole situation makes each and every one of you stronger and shows you that no matter what happens, you could still accomplish anything and reach your goals. These 4 years at Cortez High School went by so fast, just like they said it would. Some of us have known each other since elementary school. We've seen each other grow, learn, and get through so many difficult times. So I ask you to please stay strong, because this isn't the end. This is only the beginning of the rest of our lives. Good luck to you upcoming business owners, doctors, pharmacists, hairdressers, nurses, scientists, or whatever it is that you want to go after. I want to congratulate all of you and wish you the best of luck in everything that you do. This isn't a goodbye. This is a to be continued.
As principal of Cortez High School, it is my pleasure to present to you the class of 2020 graduates. Congratulations to everyone.